Men, let's not sugarcoat it. When a woman is using you, she's not going to say, "Hey, thanks for being my emotional sponge, my ATM, and my part-time therapist." No, she'll dress it up. She'll sweet talk you, touch your ego, whisper things that make you feel like the chosen one. But while you're busy believing her sweet words, she's quietly taking your time, your energy, your money, your attention. And when she's done, she'll disappear like nothing ever happened. So today, we're going to break down the 15 sweet lies women tell when they're using you. Because the truth is, when you know how to listen between the lines, you stop falling for the same trap twice. This isn't about hating women. It's about recognizing manipulation so you can protect your peace, your masculinity, and your power. So grab your seat, gentlemen. Let's decode the lies, starting with the first and most seductive one. Sweet lie number 1. You're different from other guys. This one hits deep, doesn't it? Every man wants to believe he's special, that he stands out in a sea of ordinary men. But here's the truth. When a woman says this too early or too often, it's usually not a compliment, it's a strategy. It's a competition hook. She's planting a seed that makes you want to prove you really are different. She'll use that to pull more effort, more patience, more attention out of you. You'll start thinking, maybe she sees something in me others don't. But what she really sees is an opportunity. A man who wants to feel special is easy to manipulate because he'll try to live up to that image she painted. Here's the test. If you're truly different, she won't need to say it. She'll show it through exclusivity, consistency, and respect. If she says you're different but still flirts with other guys, hides her phone, or keeps her dating apps active, brother, you're not different, you're just next in line. Remember this rule. A man who is different doesn't chase validation. He lets his standards speak for him. When you stop needing to be told you're special, you stop being controlled by flattery. Sweet lie number 2. I just need some time. This one sounds innocent, even reasonable. But often it's the lie that keeps you waiting while she explores her options. She'll say, I just need some time to figure myself out. Translation, I'm not sure if you're good enough yet, so don't go anywhere while I test the waters. You'll wait, hoping she'll come around. You'll check your phone, wondering when she'll text. And all the while, she's giving her best energy to someone else. Listen carefully. If a woman truly values you, she makes time, period. Time is the most revealing sign of genuine interest. People always have time for what and who they actually want. So if she's always too busy or not ready or healing, but still posting selfies in clubs and replying to her ex, you're not part of her future. You're part of her comfort zone. Here's the masculine move. Never wait for a woman who's unsure about you. If she's confused, let her stay confused without you. Because while you're waiting for her someday, you're wasting your right now. Sweet lie number 3. You're the only one who understands me. This one hits powerful because it feeds your masculine instinct to protect, to fix, to understand. She'll open up about her pain, her ex, her trauma, her toxic past. You'll listen, you'll sympathize. You'll feel like you're helping her heal. But watch closely. If she keeps using her pain as a leash, she's not healing, she's controlling. She'll say, you're the only one who gets me. But somehow, you'll notice she's still texting that guy she doesn't like, still posting thirst traps, still playing emotional games. Why? Because she doesn't want to heal, she wants attention. She's not looking for a man, she's looking for an emotional crutch, someone who absorbs her chaos while she keeps doing whatever she wants. Here's the brutal truth. You're not her therapist, you're not her savior. You're a man, not a rescue mission. If she truly wanted to grow, she would take accountability, not sympathy. She would seek healing, not validation. So the next time a woman says you're the only one who understands her, pause. Ask yourself, is she actually improving? Or am I just the audience for her pain? Because the moment you stop being useful to her emotions, she'll find another listener. Sweet lie number 4. I'm not ready for a relationship right now. This one is classic. It sounds mature, like she's being honest. But usually, it's just polite rejection wrapped in emotional confusion. What she really means is, I'm not ready for a relationship with you. And that's okay. But what's not okay is pretending otherwise. She'll still text you every day, still call you babe, still let you take her out, listen to her problems, and even get physical, but she'll stop short of commitment. You'll start thinking, maybe she just needs a little more time. But then you'll see her in a new relationship 2 weeks later, and you'll realize the truth. She didn't need time, she just didn't want you. Understand this. If a woman truly wants you, she'll make it clear. She won't risk losing you by playing games. So when she says she's not ready, take her at her word and walk away with your dignity intact. Because waiting for someone who's not choosing you is a silent form of self-betrayal. Just the tip, gentlemen. The man who values himself never waits to be chosen. He chooses himself first. Sweet lie number 5. I don't want anything from you. This one's smooth. She'll say it with a sweet smile as she subtly takes everything. I don't want anything from you, she says, while she's constantly asking for rides, dinners, emotional support, favors, or help with something she could easily handle herself. This lie disarms you. It makes you think she's not using you because she's saying she isn't. But her actions tell a different story. If she doesn't want anything, why is she always on the receiving end? Why is it always you giving and her taking? The truth is, women who use men know how to appear humble while quietly collecting what they need: your time, your energy, your money, your attention. And when she's done, she'll disappear like nothing ever happened. So here's the mindset shift. Words mean nothing if actions say the opposite. A genuine woman shows appreciation and reciprocity. A user hides behind charm and deniability. You'll know her by what she gives back, not what she promises. If she's taking more than she gives, she's not your partner, she's your liability.
Sweet lie number 6. I hate drama. Men, if she truly hated drama, she wouldn't live in it. But if chaos follows her everywhere she goes, there's your answer. This is one of the most manipulative lies because it disguises dysfunction as innocence. She says she hates drama, but she always finds it, doesn't she? Her ex won't leave her alone. Her friends are always jealous. Her life is a never-ending soap opera. And you, my friend, have become the audience. Here's the truth. People who truly hate drama avoid it. People who claim they hate drama but always have some create it. This woman thrives on emotional chaos because it gives her attention. When everything's calm, she feels irrelevant. So she'll stir something up, accuse you of something minor, misinterpret your tone, start a fight over a text, and then cry about how tired she is of drama. It's a clever cycle. She causes the storm and then plays the victim of the weather. If you're always finding yourself calming her down, fixing problems, or walking on eggshells, you're not in a relationship. You're in emotional babysitting duty. The masculine move? Step out of her chaos. Don't match her energy, master yours. A calm man can't be manipulated by emotion. Remember this, brothers. Drama requires participation. Refuse to play, and the show ends. Sweet line number 7. You deserve better than me. At first, this sounds humble, even self-aware. She'll lower her eyes, sigh, and say, you deserve better than me. But watch closely, because 9 times out of 10, this line isn't humility, it's emotional bait. She wants you to protest, to say, no, you're amazing, I want you. She's fishing for validation, not confessing weakness. This is a reverse psychology tactic. She makes you chase her to prove she's worthy of your attention. And it works. because men are natural fixers. But understand this. If she truly believed you deserved better, she'd step up. She'd grow. She'd change. She'd take responsibility. If instead she stays the same, continues the same toxic habits, and uses guilt to keep you attached, she's not changing. She's controlling. Here's the masculine truth. A woman who constantly says you deserve better, but never improves, already knows you do. It's your job to walk away, not convince her you'll settle. Because every time you stay with someone who admits they're not good for you, you're proving they were right. Men, stop trying to rescue women from themselves. You're not their therapist. You're a man with standards. Sweet lie number 8. It'll never happen again. You've heard this one after she breaks your trust. She lied, flirted with another man, crossed a line, or betrayed your confidence. And when she's caught, the tears come, the trembling voice, the promises. I'm so sorry. It just happened. It'll never happen again. But let's get one thing straight. It didn't just happen. Adults don't accidentally betray loyalty. Every betrayal is a choice, not a slip. This lie is the reset button manipulators press to keep access to your forgiveness. They know your empathy is their shield. They know you'll want to believe the best in them. So they promise, they cry, they play the victim, and you forgive. And just like that, the cycle restarts. The next time it happens, they'll say it again, with more tears, more guilt, more emotion. Gentlemen, hear this. It'll never happen again means nothing without consistent changed behavior. Forgiveness without accountability is just permission. When someone truly regrets their actions, they don't just apologize, they adjust. So don't fall for performance remorse. If her actions don't match her promises, her words are just decoration. A woman who keeps repeating the same mistake isn't sorry, she's strategic. And if you keep forgiving her, you're not loving, you're enabling. Sweet line number 9. I don't know what I want. This line sounds confused, but it's actually calculated. When a woman tells you, I don't know what I want, what she's really saying is, I know exactly what I want, but I don't want to commit to you. It's a power move disguised as vulnerability. She gets to keep your attention, affection, and energy without giving you clarity, consistency, or commitment. You'll keep trying to help her figure it out. You'll wait, be patient, be understanding, all while she's getting validation from you and excitement from someone else. Men, confusion is a tool. Uncertainty keeps you chasing. It keeps you emotionally invested in the potential of what could be, not the reality of what is. So here's the truth. If she doesn't know what she wants, you need to know what you want. Because a man with direction can't be manipulated by indecision. If you want peace, stability, and mutual effort, don't waste your time decoding mixed signals. She's either all in or she's out. There's no in between. The masculine move is detachment, not emotional coldness, emotional clarity. You don't need to hate her, argue, or chase. Just walk away knowing this. A confused woman drains you. A focused man attracts peace. Sweet lie number 10. I've never felt this way before. The most intoxicating lie of all. She says it softly, she looks into your eyes, and you believe it because it feels real. You feel special, chosen, different. And that's exactly the point. This is the love-bombing stage, where intense affection is used to lower your guard. She showers you with attention, affection, deep talks, and emotional highs. You think, this must be real love. But here's what you don't see. Love bombing isn't love. It's control through emotional intensity. Once she has you hooked, she starts to pull back. The warmth fades, the attention cools, and you're left wondering what you did wrong. Then you start chasing the version of her that existed in the beginning, the version that was never real. She created that version to win your loyalty. Once she got it, she didn't need the act anymore. The cycle is inflate your ego, secure your devotion, withdraw affection, and watch you chase. Men, this one is dangerous because it's not obvious manipulation, it's disguised as passion. Here's how you spot it. If her emotions move too fast, too deep, too soon, slow down. True connection builds gradually. Lust burns hot and fast. Love builds slow and steady. Remember this law of masculine discipline. If it feels too good to be true, it usually is. When she says, "I've never felt this way before," ask yourself, is this about connection or control? If she's trying to accelerate the pace of the relationship, it's not romance, it's strategy.
Lie number 11, you're different from other guys. This one is seductive. Almost every man has heard it. It feeds the ego, strokes your pride, and makes you feel like you've won some invisible competition. But let me tell you a hard truth, brother. This is not a compliment. It's a strategy. When a woman says you're different from other guys, she's not defining you. She's disarming you. She's lowering your guard by appealing to your ego so you stop thinking critically. You start giving more, trusting faster, investing deeper, all because you think you're special. But remember, a man who seeks to be different will often tolerate what others wouldn't, just to prove he's not like those guys. That's when boundaries fade. That's when you let her get away with things you'd never accept from anyone else. A stoic man doesn't need to be different. He needs to be consistent. He doesn't play games to prove he's special. He acts from principle, not from pride. Seneca once wrote, "He who seeks approval from the crowd has already placed himself in their hands." The same applies to relationships. If your value depends on being seen as better than others, you've already given your power away. When she says you're different, remember, the moment you stop giving her what she wants, you'll suddenly be just like the rest. Stay grounded in action, not compliments. Lie number 12, I would never hurt you. It sounds pure, it sounds safe, but every man who's been betrayed knows this one cuts the deepest. When she says, I would never hurt you, what she's really doing is establishing moral credit, a way to make you lower your guard. You begin to trust her blindly, believing she's incapable of manipulation or deception. But Stoic wisdom teaches us, human behavior is unpredictable when ruled by emotion. Even the kindest person can become cruel when they feel threatened, jealous, or bored. So when a woman says she'd never hurt you, don't take it as a promise, take it as a test. Don't attach yourself to words, observe actions. Marcus Aurelius said, look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look there. That's where your safety comes from, within yourself, not from another person's reassurance. Because the truth is, people don't hurt you because they're evil. They hurt you because they're inconsistent. And consistency comes from discipline, something only few ever master. The Stoic man doesn't seek promises of loyalty, he builds peace from detachment and awareness. He doesn't cling to never, he watches for now. Lie number 13, I just need time. This one is emotional manipulation disguised as emotional maturity. When she says she needs time, it sounds respectful, like she's reflecting, healing, or being thoughtful. But often, it's her way of putting you on emotional standby while she explores her options. She's buying time, not for healing, but for comparison. She's weighing her choices while keeping your energy reserved, just in case. Men fall for this because they confuse patience with passivity. They wait, they hope, they imagine her coming back, realizing their worth. But while they wait, she drifts farther because no woman respects a man who places his life on pause for her decision. Epictetus taught, it is not events that disturb us, but our judgment about them. So when she says, I just need time, Don't react with emotion. Simply reply, "Take all the time you need, but I won't be waiting." That sentence alone separates the masculine from the needy. It tells her your life doesn't stop for anyone, and that's the kind of energy that earns respect long after love fades. Lie number 14, "I'm over my ex." This one. The lie that's not always intentional, but always dangerous. When a woman says she's over her ex, yet constantly brings him up, even subtly, she's revealing emotional residue. Maybe she doesn't want him back consciously, but part of her still lives in the past. Men ignore this because they think they can outlove her pain. They think they can replace what she lost. But the truth is, no one can heal someone who's still emotionally tethered elsewhere. A stoic man understands that love cannot grow in a divided heart. He recognizes when a woman's affection is real versus when it's a distraction from her unresolved pain. Marcus Aurelius said, "Let not your mind run on what you lack as much as on what you have already." If she still talks about what she lacked with her ex, she's not ready to appreciate what you bring. And it's not your duty to fix her, it's your duty to protect your peace. Never compete with a ghost. If she's still fighting old battles, let her finish them alone. Lie number 15. "You're everything I've ever wanted." This one feels like a dream. It's the ultimate illusion, the line that makes you believe you finally found peace, validation, destiny. But behind those words often lies projection, not love. She's not in love with you. She's in love with the idea of you, the version she created in her mind, the version that meets her emotional needs for now. The danger is this: when reality shows your flaws, or when you stop fulfilling her fantasy, that same woman who said, "You're everything," will turn cold, distant, even resentful. Because you were never everything. You were just the momentary escape from emptiness. The stoic man doesn't get intoxicated by praise. He listens, smiles, and remains grounded because he knows that validation is temporary, but character is eternal. Seneca wrote, "He who indulges empty praise loses the ability to stand firm when criticism comes." Don't let flattery blind you. Let it pass through you, like wind through an open hand. Because true strength isn't built by being told you're everything. It's built by staying calm when you realize you're not. The Stoic conclusion: rise above the lies. Men, listen closely. The modern dating world is full of words, sweet ones, vague ones, manipulative ones. But a Stoic man doesn't live by words, he lives by principles. He knows that actions reveal truth. He knows that peace is found not in being chosen, but in being centered. You see, women may use lies, not always to hurt you, but often to protect their own image, emotions, or insecurities. But it's your responsibility to see through illusion and act with clarity. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." So when you recognize these lies, don't react with anger or bitterness. React with understanding. See it for what it is, a reflection of human fear, weakness, or confusion, not a reflection of your worth. And that's the final lesson. Never give anyone the power to define your value through their lies. The truth is silent, consistent, and patient. And when you start living by truth, you no longer get used, you no longer chase, and you no longer need reassurance, because you've already won the greatest battle,